YouTube, it is your favorite game here above average. Cody coming at you with a quick little video about how the new BR75 feels here on Halo Infinite. If you're not familiar, they did adjust the BR for the winter update that just came out this past Tuesday. And a lot of people are saying it feels better. A lot of people are saying it feels worse. So in this video, I'm going to tell you guys how different it really feels and really my thoughts on it. Now, let's get right into it, guys. First off, the only thing they really changed is the bullet magnetism and how hard it is to register the headshot. So basically, the gun was very forgiving, and even if your reticle was not directly over them, it can make it so that the bullets are now harder to hit, because before the bullets would magnetize better towards the target, and the reason they have to do this is so that when you're in those tough strafe battles, it's not impossible to hit bullets. But a lot of people felt like gunfights were a little too easy. Lower skill players could easily beat a higher skill player with proper strafing and just hovering the reticle over, and now basically the skill gap is a little bit higher, and this is going to lead to tougher long-range fights, because less magnetism means your reticle has to much more be over the enemy to basically hit the bullets. In simpler terms, guys, the bullets are going to fly straighter towards the center of the reticle. And these are very simple terms, guys, not very, like, technical developer terms, just basically how I'm describing it to you. Now, guys, in actual gunplay, I think the BR feels really solid. As you see there, of course, this is zero ping, guys. We're in weapon drills, so things are going to fly a lot better. If you have good reticle control, guys, and you're good at keeping it in the vicinity of the enemy, I'm going to be honest, you won't even really notice these changes, in my opinion. As big of a change as some people are saying this adjustment was, I don't really notice it too much, but I also practice with the BR quite often. You guys see me do my BR warm-up every single morning on stream. And as you can see, if you hit relatively close to the target, the bullets are still going to register. Now, where it becomes questionable is when you're in these strafe battles, because as you can see, things that would have been a hit now, you can see some bullets of the burst hit and some do not, and it gets even worse the longer the gunfight goes. And then you want to talk about headshots, guys. The headshot registration here, really not that great, and it gets much worse at range. So, like I said, I personally don't think it's a huge change. Like, you'll miss a couple bullets in the burst here and there the further away the player is, but all that's going to do is lead to people scoping. And one thing I was noticing quite often was kids in lower lobbies could not hit me, because again, guys, I practice with this gun very often. I warm up with it very often. So in the long range gunfights, I was just knocking these kids out of the scope, and they were having a lot of trouble. So basically, guys, it's not a huge change, but my thoughts on it are I really, really like it. I think it makes the BR feel a lot more solid, and if you're able to snap up to the headshot with good control like that, it feels very rewarding, guys, and you can seriously take out a less skilled BR player in pretty much any lobby as long as you're shooting straight, guys. Now I'm going to show you guys a couple clips of fights that I won that I really think are because of the BR changes. First quick little clip here, guys. It's nothing too impressive. It's nothing too flashy, but this is just a gunfight that I really do feel like I would have lost prior to this BR update, guys, because as you can see, this homie just cannot hit the bullets in the strafe. And in the very least, you would think I'd be one-shot in this situation, but I perfectly just hit the burst that matter, and then I snap up to the head. I got some forgiving bullets there into the feet, but overall, a pretty good gunfight, a pretty textbook gunfight, and I think this BR update really helped me out because, as you can see, I'm more than likely a more skilled BR player there than that fella probably is. Only other clip we're going to go over here, guys, I'm going to show you what the disadvantage of the BR changes can be for the opposing team. You're going to see me weak here. This kid gets first bullet and everything. Granted, I have the stalker rifle. The stalker rifle did play a big role in this gunfight, but the way I am able to crouch and evade his bullets really just led to me being very successful in this gunfight. I feel that the way the BR played prior to this update probably would have resulted in me losing this gunfight, as he was able to get me one shot, so it was good shots by him. He was just having trouble hitting the head with the crouch strafes and things like that, guys. So you can very much see the BR changes in certain gunfights, But overall, if you guys are experienced with the BR, you've played a lot of ranked, you probably really won't notice the changes too much in game. And now guys, finally, I do want to mention some people are saying they have issues with the 3rd or 4th burst jamming, or just basically not firing. Like, it'll wait a second and it won't be like consistent like this. Personally, I do believe it is a bug. I had it happen once or twice, but not very consistently, but some people are saying they're having serious problems with that. I don't think you have to change your dead zones or anything to fix this problem. I really do think it's just a bug, and if more people have the issue, I'm sure 343 will address it. But I don't know, guys. That's just something a lot of people are complaining about. I didn't have it happen often enough to be a problem, and that's pretty much all there is to say on that, guys. But yeah, I like the BR changes. I think it's great. It does increase the skill gap. The good BR players are very much going to be separated from the people who were relying on the bullet magnetism to help them pick up those final headshots in gunfights. But that does it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the BR changes. But other than that, guys, subscribe to the channel. Tons of Halo content. The support has been crazy lately. Live streams have been pretty lit as well. So hit that sub button, guys. Leave a like on the video as well. I already mentioned leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the BR changes. And of course, guys, channel memberships, super thanks. If you'd like to support monetarily, it helps out ever so much. But please do not feel like you have to. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. That's it from me for today. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next one.